Hi, welcome to Van Build episode 9, installing the solar panels. I'll be installing a couple of Canuck 150 watt solar panels today, and I'll be using, in my opinion, one of the best adhesives you can use, which is a marine adhesive sealant number 291. First thing we need to do is get up on the roof of the van and clean it. As you can see, the birds have had a field day up here. All that's got to be cleaned before we do anything else. Now we've cleaned the roof, it's time to unpack the solar panel and see where we go from there. You're now going to need a couple of mounting kits to clamp the two panels up on the roof. Also, a very basic solar charge regulator from the same company, which will be covered in another episode. Once you've cleaned the majority of the bird nest off, it's time to start marking out where we're going to be putting the panels. And once you mark them out, I'll be using this material or cleaner to really give the good area where the glue is going something to bond to. This is one of the solar panels that I've got, and the 6 bolts, or the corner blocks should I say, that will be used to clamp it to the roof of the van. You'll notice there's 2 smaller ones, they go in the middle, and what I've done is I found the exact length of it and marked it so I know exactly where to put the middle ones. What I'll be doing is getting this Sikaflex Marine and putting a smear of it around there. Then what happens, I then put them in the right area, then put them in, lift it up and then screw them. And let that set for a little bit, then I carry on with the next stage. Once you have cleaned the roof, and before you glue those blocks onto the panel, put the blocks on the panel but don't put the glue on, then bring it up here and position it where you want to put it, and then start penciling where the glue is going to go. Then you can take it off, then put the block where it's going to be to get full contact with the glue. That's the 2 solar panels completely finished now on top of the van. As you can see, plenty of glue, and if I zoom in on this, you can also see where I put that little box where the 2 cables, 1 cable from each panel goes into. The left one goes to the left panel, right to right, and also as you're driving along, I've made sure the wind don't get inside it, so just make sure that what you see there is pointing to the back of the van, if possible. It's entirely up to you. What we need to do now is get those cables, there's 2 lots of cables, 4 in all, 2 red, 2 black, and put it in this on the roof. Okay, so what we need to do is, every van is different, but with this one I have already marked roughly where it's going, and I have to cut 2 25mm holes in the roof, and then I'm going to put a couple of these corros in to seal it, to keep away from the sharp edges, and don't forget to paint it and deburr it first, just to play safe. Okay, this is inside the van. Looks nice and neat now. The cables now will come down. In fact, it worked out rather well. All the cables will be coming down here behind the board, and then the batteries will be somewhere there. So I've got to put the regulator in there, and the electrician will be doing the battery to battery piece for me. Well, that concludes episode 9 of the van build the solar panel section. If you like it, give us a big thumbs up. And if you've got a comment or you want to ask a question, no problems, just give us a hi and then I'll get back to you as soon as I can.